All right, let's go into this TV Pro app. This is going to be your live TV. So we're going to click on that. This is going to be your kind of your main screen. You're just going to go over to live TV. And here's where you're going to get your live TV. Now, when you're watching TV, there's going to be a couple of different ways you can go into a TV guide. The first option is you're going to hit your center OK button twice. So there's one and there's two. And there you pulled up your TV guide. You can scroll through. You can click on this once. It's going to show you a small preview of that channel. If you want to watch that channel, you can click on it again. If you want to go back to the channel that you were watching, just hit the back button and it'll take you back to the channel that you were watching. The other way is you hit the navigation left. That's your outer ring around the OK button. So you just hit the left side of that and it's going to take you into the TV guide. Now either way, whichever way you go into it, you hit the navigation left button again and it's going to show you these groups over here on the left side. So these are the groups, these are the channels within that group. Okay, all channels is going to be just what it says, every channel that's on your Fire Stick. Favorites, we're going to get into that in a little bit. I'll show you how to set up your favorites. Network TV, this is going to be your ABC, CBS, Fox, USA, TNT, all that good stuff. Okay. Sports network, there's a lot of different sports networks and sports channels or groups on here. So this is one of them. Premium movie channels, this is going to be your HBOs, your Cinemax, Showtime, all of those. Stars, it's going to have all of those. Locals, here's where you're going to find some locals. As an example, here's ABC out of Austin, Minnesota. You can get, scroll through it. It's a lot of the bigger cities. There is KVRR out of Fargo if you're in that area. There's a couple of them out of Minneapolis. They do not have them all. They do have some. These are not supported channels. The locals group is not supported. They put it in there as a bonus. If you get good results from watching these, great. For the most part, they work pretty good. Some people have problems with them. There's nothing we can do about it. We just throw it on there and hope that it works for you. You do not get a TV guide with the local channels. We are unable to get that. Next down is your events. This is your pay-per-view. If you are on the Facebook group that I have, I try to post the pay-per-view events on Fridays and Saturdays. So if you're on there and you're looking for those, you can watch for that. Here's your NFL network. There's basketball, baseball, minor league baseball, hockey. Here's soccer. This one's racing. So there's all kinds. A lot of these, some of these are on smaller servers, so they don't necessarily work the best, but some of them are on larger, like your NFL and NBA and stuff like that are on bigger servers, so they work good. You got your ESPNs down here, different sports channels there. Tennis. Here's your 24/7. So here's 24/7 kids, 24/7 movies, 24/7 TV shows. You do not get a TV guide with these. It's just like here, it's just going to show Alf. It's going to show Alf over and over, just different episodes of Alf. It's just going to keep running through them. So if you like some of those older TV shows, that's the place to go. Music, some good stuff on there. Some of it kind of is on a smaller loop, so you tend to hear the same songs over and over. But religion channel, Latino, Filipino. Now here's your adult. Now I'm going to show you, if I press and hold the center button until this comes up, I can go down and it says show hide. I can click on that. So I can hide that adult channel just by turning that off. If there's any other of these groups that I do not want to watch, I can turn these off and just to simplify my group listings over there. I don't have to have all of these. But if you do turn it off, you cannot have any of those channels in your favorites. They will disappear. So just make sure you have that. I'm going to leave that adult one turned off. I usually leave that adult one turned off when you get your Fire Stick. There is no way of locking that channel any longer, but I will show you in a little bit here how to put a parental lock on the Fire Stick itself. That's shown in my video on the Fire Stick operations when you get into the settings of the Fire Stick. So you can go into that video and see how you can do a parental lock on it. Okay, so now we can scroll back up. And if you want to watch a different channel, like I said, you can click on it there and it'll show a preview of that one. Click on it again and you'll be watching it, or hit the back button and it'll go back to watching the channel that you were watching. Okay. Let's get into setting up your favorites. So we're going to get into the TV guide and you're going to scroll down and let's say you've got C-SPAN. Let's say you want to add C-SPAN into your favorites because it's a channel that you watch a lot. So you're just going to click the center OK button. Let's scratch that. You're going to click and hold the center OK button, and then this is going to pop up. And you'll see the top one, it says add to favorites. And just click on that and it's added it to your favorites. You can also go back in and remove it from your favorites. Real easy to do. And you can go through, take whatever channels you like and add them into your favorites. That way when you're searching for something to watch, you can just go through your favorites. You don't have to go through all these other channels that are channels that you're not interested in. Now, when we go into our favorites, we can reorder these. We can put these channels in any order that we want. So I'm going to press and hold the center OK button, and I'm going to go down to move. So I click on that. Now I'm going to take this one and I can move it wherever I want. So I'm going to put it right here, and I click the center button and it drops it. Now I can go to the next one, click and hold. I'm going to go move, and I'm going to move that one down to here. So I can rearrange these however I want. See here, I got some local channels here. So there's NBC out of Minneapolis, Fox out of Fargo, CBS out of Minneapolis, ABC out of St. Paul. So you can add some of those locals to your favorites if you want. But again, there's no TV guide for those. Now, when you're on this screen, if you hit the back button, it's going to take you back out of it into your home screen for your TV Pro. Now we're going to go over, I'm going to show you the settings. So we're going to get into here. Here's your sources. So click on this one, this sync time. Normally by default it is set to 1 day. I go in there and I change it to 3 hours. This is just update your TV guide a little more often. Okay. Player we're not going to do anything with. You go down to display. There's different themes. You can go to a dark theme. You can go to a classic theme. I just leave it on default. I kind of like the one that it comes with. Here's your text size. You can make it small. You can make it big. Leave it at default if you want. Playback, we're not going to do anything with. Guide. here's where we can go in. We can show, so right now I'm showing the logos for the channel. I can also show the channel name instead, or I can show both. So I can have the logo, just the logo. I can have just the name. I can have them both on there. Whatever you want to do there. Personal preference. I do go down and I turn this shimmer on. It's just kind of a cool little effect, but you don't have to. That's pretty much it for the display. So now we're going to go to the remote control. You can program the buttons on your remote control to do different things. So what I set it up for is I set it up so that if you press and hold the center OK button, it's going to do a search function, bring you into a search function. Okay. I have left takes you into the TV guide, right takes you to the previous channel. So it's kind of, they're not set up that way, but you can change these around if you want. These are default. I leave these alone. That's just the up and down, channel up and channel down. And that's pretty much everything there is to work with on the remote control. DVR, we do not do anything with DVR. This Fire Sticks do not have enough memory to do anything with the DVR. If you record on it, not only is it illegal, it will also slow your Fire Stick to the point where it won't work. So do not record anything. Parental controls, here's where you can go in and set a pin for your parental controls for the live TV. If you have kids around, you don't want them getting into this Fire Stick without your knowing about it, you can set this. I was thinking that it was in the tutorial for the Fire Stick itself, but this one also has its own parental control. So that's about it for navigating the TV Pro. I can show you the account here real quick. So if you go into account, go down to Monster TV and click on that. If you have to have like a different username and password, let's say your account expired and you ended up with a new password or something, here's where you're just going to go in, click edit, and here you can go in and change your username and password. You can also scroll down. Well, you can clear the cache if you want from this area, and you can also go to About. This will tell you your expiration date for your Fire Stick. It'll also tell you how many connections that you have. So if you ever need to know when your account is going to expire, if it's already expired, this is going to show that it's not active. This one in particular is active. So that's pretty much everything on the Live TV app. So play around with it a little bit, play with the settings a little bit if you'd like, but that's it. Thank you.